Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Lucas and I'm a creator of the DesignKit Figma plugin. In this video, I'll show you how to import solution file to Figma via DesignKit and design some screen and export to YAML files. Okay, let's start. At first, what we need is to create some solution. Under the solution tab, I will put some objects. At first, I will put model-driven application I have already created. So when everything is here, you can just create required objects. Second thing, what is supported in DesignKit is Power Automation flow. Let me import some flow. And last, I will input also Canvas application, which I've already prepared some demo app. This is the Canvas application, what I prepared. There are some various types of components. I've also included classic and modern PCF component. Here we have model-driven application, which contains one group with the one sub-area with a sitemap. And here we have the flow. Okay, everything is ready. We can go back to the solution and export a solution. Just click publish. Great, everything has been published. Now we can export the solution and we select unmanaged because it's not a production solution file. Okay, click on export. Great, everything is exported. Let's download it and back to Figma and click on the first button to import our solution file. Here we have the model driven with the three screens because the first one is view, the second one is a form, and third one is a different form which I've saved in this application, Power Automate Flow, and screens from the Canvas application. As you see, classic and modern components have been imported here. The second part of this video is how to design screen and export to YAML file. I've already prepared one screen for the holidays. First one is with prefixes, the second one is without the prefix. So let me show you how the add prefixes functionality works. On the screen left, you can see already prepared prefixes. On the second screen, there is nothing with the prefixes. If you have already created the design, you can simply click on the export and click on add prefixes button. When I click it, you see that the prefixes have been prepared. As I mentioned on the previous video, label, SVG, containers, buttons, HTML or rectangles supports this prefixes functionality. Now we have prepared everything what we need for the export. The best practice for designing your application is to use frames in Figma. For the power-ups, speech means containers. The reason is that when you put manual, vertical or horizontal container, then will be better located in your Power Apps application. Let's start to investigate what is in the screen. On the top, you can see the containers. When frame does not have auto layout you can put here on the right section. Here is the auto layout. So when you use auto layout, then the plugin will recognize if it's horizontal or vertical auto layout. If your frame does not have auto layout, then will be placed as a manual container in Power Apps. Everything what is under the frame with and without auto layout will be put in your container in Power Apps with the particular objects like labels, buttons, rectangles, some shapes, icons. You can also combine objects. It means that under the frame you can put another frame, or you can put some forms, galleries, tables. So here what we have already prepared, there you can see the frame with the auto layout, where inside is a gallery with the prefix gal, it means vertical gallery, and under the gallery is a frame which represents item of the gallery, and the same for the second frame. At the bottom is again frame, where is located 3 icons. If you want to use icons, then to use SVG prefix, where under the frame is your particular vector. And that's everything in this screen. And now what we need is to check our screen with the generated prefixes to validate if everything is fine. As you see, validation is successful. No duplicated names or name with incorrect format. When I just put it back, so there is no prefixes. And when I check to validate, then if something is wrong, you will see 2 messages. The first one, that something is repeated, and second thing, that your name of the object has wrong naming with the power-ups. So you cannot use white spaces, some math operators, or emoji. Okay, as I said, you can use the duplicate screen, where frame will be duplicated with the unique naming. If I select these 2 screens and put the validate, it should be successful as it is. Now, if everything we have ready, then we can just click on the export. The pop-up window with the naming will appear. Means please do not change the name, because the name is relevant with the name inside the YAML file. And let's open the YAML file. And here you can see this is the name would be saved as a screen, background of the screen, and particular components with all properties what is needed. Now we have tried to import it to your Canvas application. What we need, application which we downloaded. So, and what we need is to put to our file and pack it back to MSAPP. Use the Visual Studio Code, where we put under the terminal this command: pack canvas pack MSAPP, name of the MSAPP, and the name of the folder where is located your code. So then you see that everything is fine. We can go to our builder and open the MSAPP file. So as you see, there are small differences, but I have to mention that when you export your containers to the YAML, then shadowing is included. You can see that the containers already include the shadow, but when you import it back to the Power Apps, then Microsoft has the defect that ignores the shadowing from the YAML file. But as you see, we have like 95-96% of the design saved at least 4 hours for the screen. And that's all for the importing and exporting model-driven, Power Automate, and Canvas applications, you can look forward on more and more features that you will have possibility to design model-driven application from the beginning till exporting back to Power Apps solution. Thank you for the watching, and in next video I'll show you how to import and export Figma file.